if you're asking me which product do I believe has the most value, then it's also the product that is not the most popular. That's our chin block. I think head throwing is a huge issue that actually really destroys tumbling. You know, AnkleMagz, everybody loves AnkleMagz, right? They're magnetic, they're fun, they're cute. We love them too. And when we came up with them, you know, we knew it was going to be an instant hit. And, you know, the Armbands were just something that needed because I can't stand watching kids tumble like this. I can't. So this, by value, not only was our first product, but we believe, to this day I believe, that has the most value.
The head controls the body. And
the head's controlled the body.
Always.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Where the head goes, the body goes. I mean, that's just a simple fact. And when you develop that ability to control the head, not only do you develop better body control, but you develop better air awareness. And those are the key two factors for, you know, having good technique and good tumbling. A lot of other things come into play, you know, legs together. It's technically incorrect to have them apart, but it's also
more visually wrong.
Exactly. You know, it's not going to affect you anywhere near as much as your head going back, your lower back arching, or your head going too far down, and create a lot of other problems throughout the entire body chain. Versus something that's more aesthetically pleasing or correct, versus something that is technically incorrect. Or correct depending on how you're doing it. And so with the chin block, that allows, you know, that instant feedback. And also it builds muscle memory, because as you're holding it in place, you're engaging all of the muscles that you need to be training to become stronger and to gain that muscle memory to do it correctly over and over again.
It also looks really cool.
It looks cool.
So we didn't come up with this design. That had to be part of the construction of it. But the reason why it's not as popular, right? It's because we've come to realize that girls or boys, they don't like having something under their chin, right? They feel like it's restraining a little bit. So, you know, there are ways around it. When we first came out with it, we didn't have a GoPro, we didn't have this. And then we found that kids were flipping and then it flies out. They have to run, go get it, pick it up. So we came up with a strap that puts it on, and it's not supposed to choke you, it's supposed to just put it in place. But, you know, this, you can't actually destroy this. You can do whatever you want to it. We ran the car over this a couple times. I mean, it's just...
It will last forever.
It will last forever, and the value in it, you can do a round off, feet apart, backhands with feet apart, and do a double full. You do a round up and chuck your head, and the backhands and chuck your head, you're not doing a double full. Like, let's be honest. So the value of it, this is huge, and this is why this is our first product, even though it's the most expensive one. This is the most expensive product for us to make.
And that's actually our third version of it. We've modified.
The first one was
much more basic. It was green.
It was ugly.
That's a matter of opinion. But yeah, it similar style, but different materials, different shape to a degree. And then we went to a second version, which was actually much more similar to this, but it was made using two pieces of foam glued together, vinyl dipped, etc. And you know, the quality of it was good, but it had a significant wear life. It would wear out a whole lot quicker than something like this, which is injection molded foam, which basically will last a lifetime. You know, if you take a knife to it, you can.
And it works.
Yeah, but if you're using
it does, and it's just, you can sleep with it actually on an airplane. We've done it before. Long road trips, actually.
It works for
It works for multiple.
It's a chin pillow at the same time.
Yeah. So.
I'm not going to use it on my way back home.
You should. It's been proven tested, I promise you. We've used many road trips.
So, you know, with that being the third iteration of the product, you know, we took feedback from athletes, we took feedback from other coaches, and we kind of took all the different things. Like one of the coaches, you know, said, you know, they like to teach the chin to turn, so we basically made it where we have this little curve in here so that you can still have that same feeling, but you can actually have this range of motion with it as well versus going completely under. You have multiple different ways that it can be used. We've even seen coaches take it and turn it around and have it behind the head. We've seen coaches take and put two of them, one on each side. You know, it's very versatile, and
I think you can use it for stunting.
Stunting,
like a lot of my friends,
you know, anything where
basket tosses are awesome. And it keeps it in, keeps it hollow, everything in. Right? Because I mean. These are the most popular product we have, AnkleMagz. They're magnetic. Each pocket has a magnet or two, depends what package you get. Basically, you put them around your ankles. They have a very soft padding, so it doesn't hurt the ankles. And you use it for tumbling, teach you to keep your legs together. You use it for flying, use it for jumps.
It provides instant feedback. You can feel when they come apart. You can feel when they come together. Because you can use multiple magnets with them, you can adjust the strength. So like when you're first starting off and you have a big problem with the legs coming apart or not coming together, however you want to look at it, you can start with the strongest magnets, which gives you a lot of extra help. And then as you get better at it, you can start changing the different strengths of magnets inside to allow you to wean off where you get to a point where you no longer need them. And that's actually with all of our products. We want everybody to get to a point that you don't need them. You've corrected the problem, you've created good muscle memory, you've created good technique. So ideally, every athlete should reach a point where I don't necessarily need it anymore. Now you start developing a bad habit, let's go back, let's use it again, let's fix that problem. You know, the Hedgehog is actually kind of the exception to that rule, that you can use that constantly for flyer training, for ankle stability, for ankle strengthening, for all different types of conditioning exercises. The ArmBandz, which Yuri has now, same concept is, you know, hopefully you get to a point where you've corrected the problem and you no longer need the product.
So the beauty of this product also, as we know, there's a huge arm issue in cheer. Kids love to tumble like this. And some coaches don't like correcting it. So you come out with a product that gives you instant feedback. Right? Your arm's supposed to be here. Instant feedback. You send a child to go do back handsprings. If her arms go too far, pops open, the child knows, hey, my arms are too wide. Right? So it's definitely safe. That's what we wanted. The other awesome part is that there's two circles on the inside.
They're fixed loops, but the entire armband itself has elasticity to it, so it gives you a range of motion. And so let's say you're performing a skill where, you know, safety is not really a concern, i.e. a handstand or something like that, where you don't have the risk or you don't have the need to potentially, oh crap, something went wrong and I need to be able to break free from it. You can use it in a fixed position as well, and then you can also leave the one in the fixed and do the other one. So you can also use it with multiple different drills. One of the things I used to love using this in the past for was like a half twisting drill where you have one in a fixed position and you have the other one in the breakaway, so you're purposely breaking out of it. So, you know, all sorts of different things, but it allows for a wide variety of uses. We have 3 different sizes, so basically any kid, any age, any size.
Any age.
Exactly, as well as even, I don't know if I can still fit this around my arm or not.
Your biceps are so massive.
I know. So one of the other things is like those open shoulder trainers. It's not that my biceps are massive, it's because I've got fat. And so we'll see if I can actually now put up. I can use it as an open shoulder trainer, so now I have the range of motion to pull behind, but once again, if I go too wide to do something wrong, I'm safe to break free from it. So they can be used in a wide variety of ways for not just around the wrist, but you can put them kind of anywhere on the arm, etc. And even in combination, so you could take the large one and go around the biceps. You could take a medium or small, put it around the wrist, so now you have both points connected, etc. This is our liquid chalk. Basically, it is a semi-transparent chalk that you put on your hands, rub it together a little bit, just let it dry, and it cuts back significantly on hand sweat, so you're less likely to slip if you're tumbling or if you're facing. It allows you to not get a mess all over. Chalk dust isn't flying in the air, and so this
No dust.
Yeah, no dust. This comes in extremely handy if you have sweaty hands or if you're concerned about slipping or anything like that. This really is a great product. It is used for, like I said, you can use it as a tumbler, you can use it as a base, you can even use it as a flyer. It's not going to get all over your practice wear or your uniform, and it's really easy to when you're done using it, soap and water, wash it off.
This is our latest product. It's our Hedgehog, right? Stability trainer, ankle strengthener. We encourage actually everyone to use it, not just flyers. There's a lot of weak ankles in our industry, and it definitely helps bases as well for tumbling, for flyers. Use it for conditioning, for two of them, for wrist training. Just a fun little cute toy that you can just take with you. It inflates, you can make it harder. It's done on this side, and it's a fun little toy. Honestly, number one, you should never, ever, ever give up. You're supposed to fail, right? It's not a fail, it's a lesson learned, right? We don't believe in making mistakes. It's just always a lesson, right? So never lose your passion for the sport. Never lose your love for the sport. Keep conditioning, like daily. I mean, condition more than you flip. I promise you will win in the long run.
And stretch.
And stretch.
Flexibility is key as well.
Yeah, it's not a race. Just keep grinding along. Find that, everybody has the internet now. Find someone's going to motivate you online. Follow them. Find a good role model.
Mentor.
Yeah, always, we all need mentors, and just don't give up.
Mental strength plays a huge part as well. You have to realize that part of learning is failing. I can use myself as a perfect example. When I first started, I wasn't very good. It took me a good number of years to even get through the basics before I started to really progress and move up, and my skill level increase, and everything else. Trial and error. That's what it's all about. You have to be willing to try, and you have to be willing to fail to then succeed. Because it's
okay to mess up. It's
Yeah.
okay to fail. Like I've fallen hundreds of times when I
The
stumbled.
best of the best have fallen. The best of the best have had issues, and they've had to go sometimes. Don't be afraid to go backwards to move forwards either. If you're having an issue, oftentimes that issue comes from something in the beginning, whether it be your fundamentals or whether it be a mistake in the beginning of your tumbling pass that's preventing you from getting to the desired result or getting to the level that you want to get to. And don't be willing to go back and correct and work on improving deficiencies that you may have. Just have fun.
Yeah,
The more fun
I
you
think-
have, the easier it becomes too.
I think that's something that we all forget. Just have so much fun, right? Like we started the sport because of fun, right? And somewhere along the line, some people start losing that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very well.
Thank you. And that's it.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you.